Hey there, you guys. So this is Christian. I'm just want to go over and review a little bit of the Game Boy Color application that Nintendo just dropped on Nintendo Switch Online. If you guys don't know, there was a Nintendo Direct today, and they kind of just shadow dropped this application. Everybody, we kind of heard about it earlier in the year or earlier last year, but it's really cool to see it like finally come to fruition. Just do me a favor, you guys, like and subscribe down below. It definitely means a lot to me. Leave a comment down below. What's the first game you're going to be checking out on Game Boy Color on the Nintendo Switch Online? Alright, so for the starting list of games that they have already available on the application, they have Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, Game & Watch Gallery 3, Gargoyle's Quest, Kirby's Dream Land, Metroid 2, Return to Samus, Super Mario Land 2, Tetris, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, and Wario Land 3. So now just out of this starting list, I mean, they have definitely some deep cuts, and I feel like that's really cool to see them reach out to and get some outside Nintendo properties is really cool. So Alone in the Dark, that's a very technologically advanced game for the platform that it's on, so it's definitely like a technical marvel and a miracle that it ever got on there. So it's a game I definitely think you should check out if you haven't seen it already. Game & Watch Gallery 3, it's funny that they just jumped ahead to 3. I've never played Game & Watch Gallery 3. I did check it out for this, and it's pretty fun. I mean, it's not something that I think like anyone's gonna spend so much time, but it's definitely fun. Gargoyle's Quest, this is like Firebrand's game. It's a Capcom developed game. Firebrand comes from the Ghosts and Goblins series. It's a very difficult game. I remember playing it back in the day on emulation. Me and my brothers would just try to see whoever can get the furthest in it. It's a really fun game. I definitely think give it a shot if you want to challenge yourself, or if you want to just see kind of what like the good old platformers that Capcom used to create back then were like. Kirby's Dream Land. I mean, it's Kirby's Dream Land. It's I believe this was Sakurai's last Kirby game that he ever made, and it's a really fun game. You can't really go wrong with Kirby. Metroid 2, Return to Samus. This is like peak Metroidvania right here. This is one of the best Metroid has ever been. I love the game. It's one of the first Metroid games I ever tried, and it kind of let me fall in love with Metroidvanias. Super Mario Land 2, it's your 2D platform. You always got to kick off everything with a Mario game. Tetris is phenomenal. Everyone knows Tetris. Just play Tetris. The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening has always been my favorite 2D style Legend of Zelda game. So it's really cool to see that one. There is the remake as well that I love, and this is really cool just to like remind myself what it looked like back then. And by far, to me, the highlight is Wario Land 3. Wario Land 3 is such a slept-on game. This game is just so much fun. I remember playing it as a kid and just showing everybody, like all my friends, like, look, Wario has a game, and no one believed me that he did, and it was just always really exciting to see them have it. So it's definitely a great stacked lineup of games just from the get-go. So I'm definitely excited to see what people's reaction to some of these like more niche titles are. Besides the games that are already out, they do have a list of some upcoming games. So they have Kirby's Tilt and Tumble, Pokemon Trading Card Game, and the Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages and the Oracle of Seasons games. So they already have a rollout plan, and that's really cool to see. So I'm excited that it feels like they're taking this very seriously. Besides the games that are already listed or planned to be coming out, I mean, the Game Boy Color era of portable consoles just holds so much potential for what Nintendo can release on this. There's definitely a deep well that they could pull from. There's definitely going to be months where they're going to be putting out some shovelware type game just to fill out the library, stuff like Paperboy, or I think there was like some NASCAR racing games that were on there that weren't that great. But there's definitely some great games they could pull out. Like I remember there's like the F-Zero game that I had that was really fun. I believe it was like a Ninja Gaiden game. There was the Donkey Kong style game, the Donkey Kong series games. There was one with like Dixie Kong that was really fun. I think that was the one that I enjoyed the most growing up. And then, I mean, not to mention the Pokemon games. Like you drop Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, Gold, Silver. those were like the reasons to have Game Boy back then. And my very first addictions for the Game Boy for video games definitely comes from Pokemon. So it would be definitely really cool to see those games get released on this platform. All in all, it's just really cool to see Nintendo drop this on us like this. I think it's something that everyone kind of been asking for, and there's been the rumors about it, so it's really cool to see it like finally out here in the world. It kind of feels a little surreal just to like have Game Boy back. And it shouldn't really feel that surreal, which is kind of sad because I mean they're not like technical marvels anymore. These things can run easily on the Switch, so it's kind of a no-brainer to have them on there. But the fact that they're there is really cool, and I'm not gonna hate on Nintendo for bringing us an awesome collection of games. But yeah, overall, it's just gonna be really cool to see what kind of games Nintendo chooses to drop on this. I think this is right now is just a really easy get for everybody. If you already don't have Nintendo Switch Online, go get Nintendo Switch Online. This is just more benefits to already the great Nintendo library they have, the Super Nintendo library, and now the potential for an even greater Game Boy Color library. Let me know down below what games you guys want to see come out here, or what you guys are going to be checking out later on.